My word, Rainbow Man, thank you so much for resubscribing. Thank you so much for Whoopsie. Echo. That's done now. How you doing? It's kind of the way today is, but how are you doing? Folks, if you're not already following Rainbow Man, please do. Wonderful streamer, does a lot of Minecraft builds along with Gunpla builds. Just excellent, all-around good time. Yeah, so we are back. Hey, it's Ondamad. It is late for you, my friend. Neon, what are you doing here? It's your birthday! Everybody, please wish Neon a very, very happy birthday. And also go check out his channel. Give him a follow. Super sweet guy, super duper supportive of the community as a whole. Excellent streamer. Has been really busy with a lot of moving stuff, but I think when he's all set, it'll be tons of fun. Sounds like he has a lot of things in store, like cooking streams maybe? Perhaps? Also David's here, welcome, welcome. And Obtuse Dino, how you doing? I know, Neon. What's your plan for your birthday? I really appreciate you stopping by. Please go have fun, go do something else. Cooking streams, yes. Yes, please. We have to see how that pasta stuff you make is made. The spaghetti with like all the stuff in the middle. Always looks so good. So we're back with the heavy arms. If the stream craps out at all, I apologize. We have someone coming tomorrow to check out the internet. We've been having some really heavy rains in this area, and I think it's impacting some stuff outside. But anyway, this is what we have done so far. He's missing an arm because I haven't finished that one. We got the hips. And we got feet. That's about it. Gotta work on the middle. But how's everybody doing? How's your Tuesday? Mine was okay. It was, busy, but not, like, terrible, you know? It was a pretty average Tuesday. I've actually been kitten sitting, which is a lot of fun. Angelo, how you doing? Folks, if you're not already following Angelo, please do. Also a great streamer, does a lot of mini painting and just general crafting. And always has a lot of interesting guests, too. Still don't have a good way to organize my runners, but that's okay. Actually. I brought a chair to assist. That way you can hold it for us. Okay. So last time I left off, we were putting these onto the feet. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, maybe it's the top by the knee, I think. So let me get those XBs anyway. Let's see, been okay, did a test stream. Ooh, played some SnowRunner. Got stuck in some ice. What is SnowRunner? Is it like a, skiing, video game? They're as crazy as you. I mean, that's always a fun time, right? Okay. Off-road trucking game. Ooh, that sounds really fun, and also, I have a feeling that's like right up your alley. I feel like you would like those kind of things. Alright, XB15. Yeah, I hope everybody is doing super well. I forget if I got to talk about this, but I finally got to play some Skyward Sword, the HD release. It's a lot of fun. I never played the original, so it's all very new to me, so no spoilers. And the controls are a little funky. I know it was supposed to originally be like a motion control game, and I'm just playing with a regular controller. But once you figure out like how all that's supposed to work together, it's not bad. Still throws me off here and there, but it's not bad. I also wouldn't say it is the most action-packed Zelda game ever, but it's fun. I think it's a nice, relaxing time. There's some good humor in it, too. Interesting characters so far. And I like the big birds. That's always a plus. Alright. So there's our 14 and our 15. Need a polycap and a 19. Alright. I still owe Banana Kid a drawing from last time too, so we'll have to take a break and do that. It's just the internet was not being very nice last time. All right. And we need polycap 8 here. Yeah, I still haven't figured out what I did wrong with that other arm. So we'll have to play around with it again. At least this one doesn't transform like our Bravery Dean, so if I screwed up the arm this time, maybe I can glue it a little bit or figure something out. Hey, it's Big Cass. How are you doing? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Folks, if you want another relaxing streamer, go check out Big Cass. How are you? Storybook Brawl. What is that? That sounds interesting. Alright. So, with how many kits I've made so far, I feel like I should remember what this is telling me, but I don't. So... I know a long time ago Toxic linked a key. Maybe Google Translate will help. Let's find out. Hold, please. I was very lucky that it worked last time. Alright, we are looking right. Assemble later. Okay. Been busy, stuck out in the campground, had to put a streaming on hold until September. Okay. Well, are you having fun camping? I've seen some of your pictures recently on Instagram and I thought they looked really, really nice. Like super relaxing landscape, which is always appreciated. Storybook Brawl is a F2P deck building auto battler. Interesting. How did you like it? Oops. Okay. You enjoyed it and continue to enjoy it. Very nice. Free to play. Thank you. I was like, gonna roll with it, gonna roll with it. So is it very, grind heavy after a while or not so much? Okay, it looks to me like this is supposed to go in there, but let me double check. Oh, there wouldn't make sense. It's probably right there. Maybe, maybe not. It seems okay. And then we'll put this on the top. Okay. I'm assuming this is supposed to happen, because we're not losing it. So I think it's supposed to do that. Not really, it's all versus other players and a lot of RNG involves. Okay. That makes it sound a little bit more fair. Has anybody been playing Pokemon Unite? I have not tried it yet, but boy have I watched Bleep play like a ton of it. It seems very good. I played my fair share of Dota. I don't think it's as intensive, but it seems fun. Not yet, you're gonna try tomorrow? Well, let me know what you think. I'd be curious. He plays, Eldergloss. That's like all he plays. Very good healer, good support. Hey, it's Brigadier. You played a fair amount, love it. Gardevoir is coming out? Oh, nice. So what do you like about it so far? Bacon. Also, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I have like the teensiest little nub. Let me see if I can grab it with this. There we go. Alright, so we'll throw that right there. I think I've learned that the only thing that makes me kind of nervous about building now and doing the wrong step is crushing a polycap. I wish that every kit came with extras. I know some do, but I wish that was like more standard of a thing. You think your favorite is that it isn't too hardcore and the rounds are 10 minutes. It could use some balancing, but that's to be accepted for launch. I agree. From what I saw, I like that the matches are pretty short, because with something like Dota, those matches can last like an hour to an hour and a half sometimes. So it's nice to have something that's just quick-paced. Also, Bacon, have you ever made this kit? Just curious. Okay. So we made 2 sets of that. Now we need XP3. Hey, it's Spade! How are you doing? So weird to see it unpainted. Why? How you doing, Spade? Folks, if you want another wonderful streamer, go check out Spade. Ooh, you were playing Skyward Sword too? I haven't been playing that on stream, but I've been playing it in my personal time. What do you think of it so far? I never played the original, so it's all a surprise for me. It's very good so far. I've been having a lot of fun. You haven't made that kit, but you love it. Seen a few people build it. Nice, nice. Well, I bet you none of those people messed up the arm like I did. Still can't put it together, but we'll figure it out eventually. Ugh. Okay, so I need XP3. It'll get put together? Eventually, yes. I know, I still have to finish putting all the stickers on, the Strike Freedom that we did, too. And I can post some pictures along with, like, the pieces flying everywhere. Angela's saying hello. You painted and weathered yours. Ooh. Haven't played it yet. Oh, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, I hope you have a lot of fun. I don't know if you played the original, but this remake is, you know, I don't want to hype you up too much. You could definitely tell it's a more dated game, but I think it has a lot of charm in that respect. I've talked about it before, but I feel like a lot of adventure games now try to be so open world and in-depth that it kind of just makes me feel fatigued, because after a while I'm like, I don't want to make every single game I play like hundreds of hours. I just want to enjoy the story and move on. Going in nearly blind? Oh, nice. Good. And let me know if you do the motion controls or like the regular controls. I should switch just to test it, but I've just been using the controller. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Angelo! I'm imagining that being screamed from the top of your lungs so dramatically. Have you folks done a stream together yet? Angelo and Cass? Alright, XB3 and XB5. Probably use the controller, like the vanilla gamer. Well, that's the thing, right? It's like, when I'm playing a game, you know, I understand something like VR or like Wii Sports, you know, whatever, but when I'm playing a game, I like to just sit down and chill. I don't want to be like swinging my arms everywhere. Depends on my mood, I think. Living the dream. Angelo, I always feel like you're so positive, and that's a wonderful thing. Whoops. It's true, though. Like, I feel like I've never seen you sad unless it was, like, pretend. Like, pretending to tear up when, Mufasa's not dead yells at you or something. He's a very dedicated person. That's for sure. Okay, so here is our XB3, which I think we have to have like this. Oh my goodness, it's Panda. How you doing? Folks, if you want another excellent Gunpla streamer, go check out Gunpla Panda. How are you doing? Angelo, of course. No worries. Right shoulder's been having issues. It hurts when I raise it and it clicks painfully as you lower it. Ooh. The result of your lower back being crippled, but bottom line is I can't handle motion controls in my bodily state. I get it. I get it. Tired as piss. That's a new one. Well, I'm sorry that you're so tired, but welcome. Feel free to relax and possibly fall asleep. I will not take offense. I'm just trying to figure out the heavy arms. But how you doing, other than being tired? It's Fluffy. Oh my word. Everyone is here. How are you doing? I love that emote, by the way. It is so cute. Folks, if you haven't already, please check out Fluffy Potato Girl. Wonderful streamer. Does a lot of co-streams with Nburrows. So like every Saturday they do a anime review, which they are very insightful. Just last weekend they were reviewing Odd Taxi. They're very interactive with the chat. They ask chat questions straight up. They also, in their Discord, watch the anime together like throughout the week. And also Fluffy is a wonderful artist, has art streams, and recently every Sunday has been doing, like, they're so cool, right? So she has 10-minute timed drawing contests with a guest, and they have a spinning wheel of characters and then things that the characters are doing. So she had like Courage the Cowardly Dog on a unicycle. They last week had Olive Oil from Popeye the Sailor Man in a midlife crisis. It's interesting stuff, for sure. Also very chill. I love that emote too. How are you doing? We are putting this together. Let's see. I think I have this the right way. This kit has been a little bit of a challenge, but that's okay. We shall take our time with it and figure it out. Wi-Fi keeps going in and out due to the storm. It's okay. I was just saying earlier, I'm sorry if my internet goes out because we've had some really bad rains here, and I think it's wiping some things out. Spongy cartilage that keeps your bones from rubbing against each other can start to break down. A snapping or cracking sound in your shoulder could mean your bones are making contact with each other as a result. Yeah, that does not sound good. I'm no doctor, but if things are causing you pain, then yeah, definitely get them checked out. Alright, so if you want a closer up view, we just attach this piece here. We're going to put this here, and our piece that's sliding around a little bit, I think we're going to put in that little divot there, if I have this right. That seems correct to me. but... Ah, there we go. It's just being a little tough. There we are. Oh. Angelo, I did not know that about you. Man, this year must have been really hard for you. That's an intensive job. I'm sure you see so many people that are like super stressed and not feeling well. Also probably a lot of scary stuff. I commend you for that. That's some tough work. Alright, we're just gonna repeat on this side. Yeah, so folks in chat, earlier we were talking about Skyward Sword, which I've been playing in my spare time. What are some games that you've been playing, if you've had a chance? I know Zondamad said he's doing the Ice Road Trucking Simulator. Alright, there's that. And we need XP4 and XP28. Otherwise, last week I tried Castle Crashers for the first time in like 6 years or so with some friends, which was fun. Ooh, Monkey Ball in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Is Star Wars Battlefront 2 the one that's like a, I'm trying to think. I don't want to say Battle Royale, but do you know what I mean? Am I completely wrong? Is it the one where you could be like Darth Vader and run around and slice people? Obtuse Castle Crashers is so good. It's cute. The humor is a little dated, I think. It's a shooter game? Yeah, that too? Okay. What was the one that was like a story-driven one that had the new little robot? I'm really bad with Star Wars stuff, I'm telling you right now, and I'm sorry for that. I need to catch up. But I think it was made by either Ubisoft or EA. I can't remember. I need to take off this layer. Fallen Order? Maybe. You're doing like a lot of totally at a loss for words. Obstacle stuff, like traversing the land, and I don't know, it's kind of like Tomb Raider-esque, right? Or like Prince of Persia, like you're jumping from ledge to ledge and stuff like that. Also, for my anime fans out there, I'm wearing a Get Your Hands Off Izuken shirt, which I super love. I know it's getting super washed out. Hopefully you can kind of see it, maybe. Love that show. Highly recommend it if you have not seen it. It is such a nice celebration of anime as a whole, and art in general. It is a good one. I think all the characters are phenomenal. And also that director is great. Need to cut this. Yes, the animation. I think it's an appreciation of the imagination too, right? And I think you're right, Obtuse. I think it is Fallen Order. That sounds very familiar. Alright, here we are. And XP 28. So one thing that I did want to say is I apologize ahead of time. I think the streaming schedule will get a little bit strange, but it's only because of good things. I'll be seeing people that I have not seen in a very long time. And we'll also have a visitor, so we'll have some surprises along the way. Yeah, it'll be a good time. Alright, let me see what this is trying to tell us. Hey, Daniel Gamer, how's it going? Hope you're having a great day. let me figure out where this is supposed to go. Almost looks like it wants us to have... Does not make much sense to me. Put this here. Maybe this here? No. That doesn't seem right. Thanks for asking. Of course. I'm doing well. Can't complain. Just a little confused, but that's not unusual. 2 vertical pegs are your knee. Oh, okay. Thanks, Panda. Have you made this before? Hey, Zamboni, how are you doing? Welcome. I hope you two are having a great day. Okay. Panda, I'm just trying to figure out... That doesn't seem correct. How's the build? It's going alright, it's going alright. This is only my 2nd master grade, so I think I'm getting a little stumped. But I'm just gonna take my time with it. It's just weird because I don't know where this is trying to point. Like, to me it looks like it's pointing to the very bottom of this hole here. You're doing better now. You dropped something earlier and it took you 20 minutes to find? Well, I'm glad you found it. And haven't we all felt that pain? Now you're just painting? Ah. You have both of the P Bandai versions in your backlog. Nice. I'm sure those look excellent. Zamboni, your painting in the Discord looked really nice. Super smooth. And I bet the P Bandai of this looks really good. Should pick up any of the Age restock kits. Are you asking me? Or asking Panda? Because I'm not sure what you mean, Bacon. That question might be best left to Panda. Alright. I think this is the right side up. Both and either anyone at this point? Okay, so the answer for me is no. Okay, wait. I think I'm seeing it better in that picture. Okay, we just want it to rest there, I think. Is what that picture is getting at. Let me try. Some really good Age kits. You're broke until further notice? Oh no! I'm sorry to hear that. Don't forget to lick the brush. How do I look in Airbrush? That sounds dangerous, for sure. Doesn't hurt that the HDs are inexpensive. True, true, but you know, if you don't have the extra cash to spare. Okay. I'm hoping this looks right. Oh my goodness. Kamipla, how are you doing? Welcome, Raiders. Folks, if you already are not following Kamipla, please do. He does some amazing paint jobs on Gunpla kits. I've seen lots of them. Syrup is flowing. Nice. How are you doing? Hey, Tech Bro. How's it going? Thank you for joining me. We are working on the MG Heavy Arms. We have been for quite some time at this point. It was kind of on a hiatus, but we're back at it. Hope you folks are doing well. My name's Oblique. Do Gunpla builds. I'm fairly new to it. Also do some art and some gaming. Always extra cash to spare when you've got a spare kidney. Bacon. I don't know if we want to take those chances. I don't know if we want to condone that kind of behavior. Okay. I think we're gonna throw this up here, right? To match that. That is such a strange thing to me, but you know what? We'll roll with it for now, and if it's wrong, we'll fix it. That just seems odd. Very odd. How's your building going? Kamifla, it's going okay. I messed up this one arm entirely. I have to fix it at some point. But we have this, the waist, and the feet. What were you working on today? How was your stream? Oh my god. Obtuse Dino. You actually did it. You actually did it. 50,000 channel points. Finally. Finally! To redeem my next game, The Haunted Island, a frog detective game. Okay, let me tell you folks, first of all, I have not played a frog detective game, but it has secretly been like on my mind list for some time because they look so adorable. Also, the creator, Grace Bruxner, seems like such a sweetheart, such a great person from the little bit that I've seen of her playing like Fortnite with Abby Russell from Giant Bomb. Big Giant Bomb fan. It's a slapper. That sounds really great. Thank you for the redemption. Is it... It's like a standalone game, right? Like it's not a sequel or anything? Slapping for sure. Maybe we can do that Friday? Obtuse, you have to let me know what day works for you. I think I could do Friday like around 5:30 or 6. I think that could work. At night. It's the first one. Nice, nice. Okay, cool. Kamipla, you're painting and scribing your custom Jesta. Very cool. I would love to see that. Yeah, I don't know. Your stuff, like I said, is just phenomenal. I don't know how you get that detail in there, and everything looks so smooth. Alright, maybe I shouldn't move that too much because it's still kind of open. But I think we have it in the right place. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Super appreciate that, Panda. Thanks, it's just the A? What? Oh, Airbrush. Well, I haven't used Airbrush, and I think that probably takes a lot of steadiness too, right? Like making sure that you're like the same space away from the kit, I'd imagine. And thank you, Panda, for the cheer. Super appreciate you. And Obtuse, I'm super excited for your redemption. It's pretty easy. I could try it sometime. It seems kind of expensive to start. You would imagine, but it doesn't. Huh. Yeah, I usually just hand paint anything that I do, but I'd be willing to try. Okay. If I can have that stay in place for a second. So, Kamipla, have you made this kit before? It's expensive to start, but cheaper than spray can. I could see that. And spray can, I feel like, is much more likely to be uneven. At least in my experience with trying to prime, like, minis and stuff. Like, I feel like you have to be super far away. And sometimes the nozzle could get, like, blocked up. The annoying bit is cleaning it? Ah. So how does that work when you're cleaning up? And also, the paint, does it, like, stay fresh for a long time? Cans are similar to Airbrush, but not. I would love to learn. Okay, so there's that polycap. This one here. I want to try to be careful with this. But I see where this is going. This is where our feet are going to be. Okay. Interesting mobility there. With the knee. That seems like a lot of space. Am I wrong? I feel like it's not... Yeah, that's a problem. Let's go back. There's a problem. I don't think that's sitting where it's supposed to. Can always teach you Airbrush. Ooh, you semi-taught Joe? That's cool. Yeah, I'd love to learn. Love to learn a new skill. I think I put this in the wrong place. Let me see. Is that gonna fall out? No. Let me try this one. Yeah, that would be super cool. I would super appreciate learning something like that. Okay, that one actually seems to be staying in place. So what happened to this one? Lots of trial and error here. Let's see. So, Kamipla, I've seen you work on a lot of projects. Which one would you say has been your favorite so far? Alright. I'll make sure that stays in place. Let's try this again. There. Okay. Hoping I got those right. Good question. Yeah, anybody in the chat can answer that. What's been your favorite Gunpla project so far? Alright, let me see. So I have to pick one to be the right leg. RG new. See, I have not done an RG yet. What has been your experience with it? Hey, it's Too Quick. How you doing? MG, New Verica? Nice. Folks, Too Quick also streams Gunpla. Definitely check them out. So is that what you were working on last? Thick cast cup noodle. That cup noodle looks like so much fun. I'm doing well. How about yourself? Yeah, I have not worked on an RG yet. I have a couple. I want to try them, but I feel like I need to get more MG practice in for sure. Alright, so I need E. Alright, so we need E15 and E16. I feel like this spade, if you're still around, I do feel like this would look really good with some paint. I feel like there's a lot of details on here that would really pop. So maybe someday I'll get to it. Oh, Scooty, how you doing? I feel like it's been a bit. I hope you're having a great day. Let's see, depends on the kit. Some are a no-go. Oh boy. Well, Kamipla, I have the RG Sazabi. I'm not really sure the details besides that, which I can bring up here if you want to see the box. And then there's a premium Bandai order coming, which is the RG Evangelion 01 Night Combat Armor. It looks pretty good. You're good just organizing things for paint. Nice. That sounds very relaxing. And Zamboni, my favorite so far is the Origin Zaku 2. Very cool. And doing good? But can you guess what came in today? What came in, Scooty? What came in? Also, Geo, how you doing? Folks, if you're not following Geo, another wonderful streamer. Plays a lot of different stuff. Subnautica, some Kingdom Hearts. Also does art, which is great. Oh, you were streaming Pokemon Unite. How do you like it? Bleep has been a huge Eldergloss main. which has been fun to watch. I have not played yet. Not that I'm averse to it or anything. I think it looks good, for sure. Alright, we want this where? Cinderace. Oh, nice. So you're playing too. Very cool. I feel like all of us in the community should make like some kind of league, but is there like actual matches, like teams that you can create on there, or not yet? Is it all just like pub matches? Mobile Suit Gundam Life Crate by Loot Crate. Scooty, are you in the Discord? Because I would love to see some pictures of that, like what you actually get in the Loot Crate. If you're not in the Discord, if you do take a picture and post it somewhere, please feel free to link it in the chat for us. I would love to see, because I have thought about getting those before, but I didn't know if they would be worth it, so please, please send those to us. No custom lobbies at the moment? Ugh, you can only make a lobby of yourself and 4 other friends. Well, I mean, that would be a start, right? Ranked, non-ranked, friendly play. Gotcha. Okay. So it's doable. Sounds good. This friend plays 10 people. We did it day 2. Oh, very cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. And Scooty, I apologize if you're already in the Discord. Sometimes people have a separate name. Okay, and I need F also. Yeah, so how do you folks like it? Didn't know about the friend play. Is Bleep a Gengar main? No, he's playing Eldergloss. He loves support. It's in standard select, click on the blue box. Thanks, Kamipla. Super appreciate it. Yeah, that would definitely be fun to do. Okay, F21. Yeah, Gio, I hope you're having a great day. Hope you've had some dinner. At least for me it's dinner time, but I already ate. So what did folks have for dinner if it's that time around you? I had a BLT from a local restaurant and it was really good. Easiest MOBA ever. Positioning is key and so is objective play. Kills don't matter at all, basically. Tacos for Taco Tuesday. Appropriate, appropriate. Did have dinner, parents made enchiladas. You gotta go make dinner still? I understand that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Kamiplot looked pretty easy. Looks like it's pretty slow-paced. That's okay, not everything has to be, like, super complex and action-packed. That's what I go to Dota 2 for. I'm terrible at it, but I love it. It's a lot of fun. It's not slow at all. No, I mean just, like, maybe the mobility? I don't know. Think there's enough Gunpla streamers playing Unite that you could all multi-stream it? It's possible. Listen, for ages I've been trying to make a Team Gunpla Dota team. And you don't have to do Gunpla to be in Team Gunpla. Still riding the high that you beat Joe? Oh. Which character were you playing, Bacon? Also, how long do you have to play, like, to unlock different Pokemon? Is that hard to do after a while? Alright, maybe I should put that on hold and just finish the right leg like the booklet says. So I need B and I need A. Slowbro? Slowbro main? Why is Slowbro annoying? If I picked somebody, I think I would want to pick Slowpoke because I love his, like, stomp attack. Or, like, butt stomp, whatever you want to call it. 7 unlocks? Okay. So not too much time, it seems. Slowbro has insane CC. Oh man. Maybe Bleep's playing the wrong character, huh? Alright, we got B12. Garchomp isn't useful until level 6. I think that's pretty neat too, that your Pokemon actually evolve as you're playing. How would you feel if the neutral creeps actually did attack back? Because they don't attack very much, right? If at all? Like the Pokemon that are in the middle, that are not player controlled. Some don't like Lucario, why? Hey, Marvu or Marvo, thank you so much for the raid. Super appreciate it. How are you folks doing? Folks, let's give a shout out to Marvo. Yee! Welcome. Welcome, welcome. What were you streaming? Were you building a Gunpla too? I'm assuming so. You know what the Heavy Arms is. Yeah, so welcome everybody. My name's Oblique. Super new to Gunpla builds, but still love them very much. I started in November. Also draw some doodles. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I super appreciate that. But yeah, I draw some doodles. You can redeem your channel points to ask for doodles, and I play some video games too, but welcome. Have you built this before? This is only our second MG. It's been super interesting, for sure. I'm loving it. I feel badly because I haven't put the other arm together yet. I screwed it up a little bit, we'll get back to it, but I got the waist, I got the feet, we're working on the legs. Yeah, if you want to see my doodles and stuff too, or previous builds, because I do like paint stuff and modify it just a teeny bit, I'm not a kit basher or anything, you can check out my Instagram, or you can check out the Discord. I can also show you some art that I've done on here. We've just been talking about Pokemon Unite, because apparently a lot of people are playing that. Joe, for the 6 months, oh my goodness. And talking about kit bashing, if you want an excellent kit basher, go follow Joe. We just had a co-stream this Saturday, actually. It was our second one. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing, Zhao? I hope you're having a great day. Another wonderful Gunpla streamer. Go give Zhao a follow. How are you? Double raid. I know. What were you building? Oh my goodness. Fun game. Yes. Yes. So everybody, we're talking about Pokemon Unite, which I haven't tried yet, but I've seen a lot of. Fun you were gonna raid. Aw. Well, everybody's together now. And my name is my name. Welcome back. How are you doing? I think... Yeah, I think that's 3. I think so. It's been a very, very busy stream. How's everybody doing? RG Wing Gundam, how do you like that? Like I said before, I haven't done an RG yet. And I'm looking forward to trying one. So let me ask you first, is it Marvu or Marvo? I want to make sure I get it right. Doing great? Oh, doing good, great to see you again. Well, thank you so much. But yeah, I was going to show you some of my art. So a few weeks ago, we made an Irish Togepi. Let's see what else. Now's the time for RGs. Ugh. It's the best wing kit out on the market. Really? Second pronunciation, Marvo. That's what I said, right? We had King Cruel on vacation. Let's see, what else did we have? We had Master Asia from G Gundam. We had Domonkashu. And a potato version, because this channel has lots of potatoes. Looks at Death Sight, that Maya joke to you. Built the MG Heavy Arms 2 kits ago, and it was awesome. Great. That's good to hear. Also drew this Odd Taxi picture. Love that anime. It's very, very good, in my opinion. And here's my administrator Toad, who helps me out with the Discord. Hey, Rezzles, how you doing? You have to build the MG Wing Zero Verka to be fair, but yeah. And Joe hurt me to say it. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I hope I said your name correctly. Rezzles, right? Dang, coming from Zai must be true. I think so, I think so. Yeah, welcome everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Oh, shoot. Yeah, RG Death Scythe I think would look really phenomenal. And for folks who may be JoJo fans out there, a couple weeks ago we did have a redeem for the Golden Requiem experience? Gold Experience Requiem? I'm not sure. It's a stand from the show. I'm supposed to draw King Crimson next, so we'll have to do that tonight. But Joe, how are you doing? Folks, how are you doing? Not gonna believe it till you build mine. RG Death Scythe. Gonna send RG Wing to meet its maker. Oof. Those are some harsh words. Working on the kit bashing. Do you have a plan for kit bash? Geo, gonna lurk and play Pokemon Unite? Well, Geo, thank you so much for the lurk. Super appreciate it. And folks that just popped into chat, Geo is also a great streamer. Has not done Gunpla as far as I know, but is a great artist and plays a lot of video games. Watercolor stream when? Well, here's the thing, Panda. So, every time we hit a milestone, we do a long stream. So when we got 100 follows, I dressed up as Tuxedo Mask and did my first ever MG kit. When we got 200, I dressed up as Elton John and did a karaoke stream where we were building this. And with 300, what we're gonna do is I have a big watercolor paper, and I've had probably 100 doodle redemptions at this point. And we're gonna do a 12-hour drawing stream where I'll be dressed up as Bob Ross, hair and all. And we'll be trying to do as many drawings in this beautiful community mural as we can. Yes, it'll be fun. I got the wig, I got the beard and mustache, which I'm gonna have to apply with like spirit gum. And I always wondered what I'd look like with a beard. Turns out I just look like my dad. Should have known. Let's see. Doing good. Bit of cleaning before heading out to your GFs for the night. Nice. I hope you have a good night. Hope you have a good dinner. That sounds like a good plan. Half the time, not really. I have a theme that I want to go for, but just feels like, oh, just feel the parts. Be safe when you get out there. People be nasty in the city. Bob Ross. You gonna lose a finger for it? A finger? What do you mean? Did Bob Ross lose a finger? When you shave your head, you look like your mom? Ah. Does your mom have, like, really short hair? Facts will do, bro. Thanks. Yeah, my name's my name. Stay safe. I don't know where you are, but just stay safe. Bob Ross had 9 fingers? No way. Really? Well, okay, we won't go that far. I'm not willing to lose a appendage for a stream. Sorry if that disappoints. He lost one back when he was in the military. That is interesting. That's really good to know. NYC. Oh, okay. So I'm further north. I'm in upstate New York. So we're probably actually not that far. Pobega, give up the appendage and you can also do a complete Resident Evil 8 Ethan cosplay. How you doing, Pobega? I heard that you've also been playing some Pokemon Unite. And folks, please check out Pobega. I know he'll probably be mad at me, but he's a great streamer. Does a lot of cool horror games, indie games. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Disappoints none, just like dropping random Bob Ross facts. That is an interesting fact, though. New York homies. Zamboni, you're in New York too? Okay, wait. I'm confused. Which way is this supposed to go? I think this way. Let's try it. There. These are some thick legs. Which is fine. It was his left hand index finger. Interesting. Lopped off at the second knuckle. I did not know that. Huh. Oh, you're in New York City as well. Nice. You've been playing Unite, but it needs a minimum IQ for ranked? Oof. Well, there's probably a lot of kids playing it too. Thought you lived in Toronto? No. I kind of wish. I think Canada's really cool. I would love to visit. And I honestly don't think that would be too horribly far. If I know my geography well enough. Let's see, Scooty got a Gundam loot crate. So let's see, I can tell you what I got. I got a pair of slippers based off the ESF. There's a Haro sculpted mug. Nice. Celestial being pin. Celestial being transformable duffel bag. And a Laws t-shirt. Oh, and you're okay. It sounds nice that you were helping your grandma. That is such a cool loot crate, though. Very nice. Been to Montreal, Canada. It was awesome. Nice, nice. What was your favorite part? Marvo, you got the kit too? The crate, I mean? That's awesome. Slippers were a bit small. I wish you could email them your preference, right? Like, hey, here is my size for, like, you know, shoe-like items or shirts, things like that. Dope. Started first build the other day. Ooh. Dope. Which kit are you working on? I'm really glad that you started. That sounds like super fun. And how you doing? Thanks for joining us. B19. Here we are. Yours fit just right though? Lucky. Are they comfy? Are they like super fuzzy? We'll say it's good for wintertime. Being sneaky. Wait, what's the T-dot? I missed it. I don't know what that is. Enjoy the journey, fellow builder. Prepare to burn your wallet. I mean... if we're being real about it, yes. Oh, T-dot is Toronto? Really? Did not know, but now I learned. So comfy, very soft. That's wonderful. There's nothing like a good pair of slippers, especially in the wintertime. So Dope, which kit are you working on again? You have to remind me. Sorry, I got kind of forgetful. Alright, there's that. Dropped fire in there. Are you talking about Joe's Discord or this Discord? Because if it's in our Discord, I can pull it up. Let me see. And if you're not there, you are welcome to come. XXG. Oh, Wing Gundam Zero from Target. Also bought some cool looking ones online, but they're not here yet. Okay. That's very neat. I think I made that one. So that's an HG kit, right? Right, and I need F. Let's see, did I tell you we created a community Discord for all of Twitch and Discord that's open for all? You did not. You did not. You'll drop them in mine. Thank you. Yes. Nice. And also B, welcome, welcome. It's not, no. No, it's not me. I'm just a substitute. My name is Bo Bleak. How you doing, B? Hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're not already following B, please do. Her streams are wonderful. Always a laugh. Always gets a little off the rails, but that's okay. Sounds real familiar. Pure Fire. Ooh, I can't wait to see it. Scooty also joined the Discord. Nice. Turn A Gundam. Thank you very much. Okay, check them out. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Let me make sure everything's working the right way. But B, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a great day. Here we go. That is very cool. I love it. That is so neat. Thank you for sharing that with us. Yeah, and if you could link me that Discord sometime, I'd be super interested. Just popping in to say hi, gotta go, enjoy your build. Well, thanks very much, Pobega, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Have fun with Pokemon Unite. And again, if you're not following Pobega, please do. Wonderful streamer, plays a lot of indie horror games, interesting stuff. Later Gator. Haven't heard that in a long time. Guilty Gear, new character. Is that the golden guy with the big coffin? Does he come out tonight? He seemed really cool. He's like heavy, but he's fast. And he's got an alien in a coffin. How can you resist? Heck yeah. I forget his name. Golden... something. Can you name each mobile suit used in the kit bash? I cannot. I cannot. Nerds. You're just jealous. Tempted to get in the Discord discovery? Yeah, definitely, definitely. Sounds like a plan. Alright, so we're working on some beautiful legs today. Red frame, 00, wing 0. Alrighty, oblique, be lurking, gonna go eat, have a good stream. Well, Marvo, so nice to meet you today. Thank you again for the raid and bringing your community on over. Looking forward to catching your streams and seeing you sometime soon. Yeah, go ahead and give Marvo a follow. Another wonderful builder, it seems. Camping was awesome, slept in a hammock. Yes. Quant legs, okay. Many thanks, of course, of course. Okay. F39 is what I was looking for. One of the core Gundam weapons on the pack. How long is an average build? Dope, that is a very good question. When I build an HG kit, and I think I'm like... I take longer than most, I think. Depending on what it is, I'll take like 5 to 6 hours. And then if I... exactly, B. Depends on the streamer. And then if I am doing more to it, like painting or panel lining, that's more time. So sometimes it's like another 4 or 5 hours. Not longer than Neon. Neon gets this stuff done. Eventually. He gets his stuff done. Raven camera sensors on the pack. That's really cool. Thank you. I'll definitely check it out after stream. Sounds good. Neon, you're still here! What the heck? It's your birthday, folks. It's Neon's birthday. Go give him a follow, and he shouldn't be here. He should be having birthday fun. Get out! Go party! But yes, happy birthday. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Neon is here. Yes, you do need to give Neon the Discord link too. Are you at least having a nice birthday dinner? I hope you are. Alright, this is gonna go here. But yeah, Dope, that's a good question. If other folks want to share in the chat how long it takes them to make an HG, I'm sure you're all much faster than me. I don't know why it takes me so long, but here we are. You will this weekend? Okay. Neon, let me wine and dine you tonight? Oh my. It's hard on Tuesdays. Understandable. Aw. You'll time yourself? That sounds good. Then you'll have to let us know. And also take pictures. I love to see what people are working on. Okay. So Neon, how is your house coming along? Are you almost done? Depends on the kit. Probably like 4 to 8 hours. Okay. Zao takes me 2 to 4 hours if you're off camera and not bothered. Got you. Sugoi. Anaki. Longer if you're streaming. Right, right. Okay, so now I need B8 and B4. Let's see. And Neon, I don't know if you were around. Oh, thank you so much for the cheer. Super appreciate it. I don't know if you were around when we were talking about Pokemon Unite, but if that's something you've been playing, let us know. We'll make a team sometime. New World is also something that I heard is very good. So I don't know if folks have been playing that. Say it's 70% done now. Your goal is to get the furniture all moved in this weekend. Well, that doesn't sound like a very fun birthday weekend, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And I appreciate you for it. You have not, you've watched Joe play though. As long as it's not toxic like League. Well, I don't think it has voice chat. And you're all a bunch of cute Pokemon, so I hope that it's not too toxic. You never know. People can surprise you in that way. Shoot. What was going on? Let me see. Hold on, hold on. There we go. Let's see. So you'll play with us. That's right, Neon. Doodle time. Death Scythe, but Sugoi Aniki. Okay, we could do that in a minute. And I feel bad asking, but is that a particular, like, meme reference? I need some clarity on that. I know the Death Scythe part, obviously. Alright, let me just finish up this leg a little bit. B14. Haven't had a chance to touch the Switch lately, so you haven't touched it yet. Understandable. Honestly, you have no clue. People just started saying it. Okay. I could try to draw it. Are you okay? My name is my name? What happened? Okay. There's that. Okay, this makes more sense now. Those gaps don't look as bad. That was making me a little bit nervous. Hey, roleplay gamers, how are you doing? I'm doing well. I think chat is doing pretty good too. You have to go and y'all about to get Death Scythe Sugoi on me? Mm-hmm. Good, good. That's awesome to hear. Aw. Neon just hit 800. You know how many apron streams you owe now? So many. We'll have so much to look forward to when you finish your move. Alright, so let me see. XB17. Oh my gosh, Bromod is here too! Wow. How you doing? Oh my gosh, I just met Bromod like a few weeks ago thanks to Innervate. How you doing? Another wonderful chill streamer was showing off some Zoids last time I was there. How you doing? There won't be an apron? B, what are you saying? B. Yeah, thank you for following Neon. Super appreciate that. We're all part of the same community, all here to support each other. And honestly, like, I don't know, I just started this kind of on a whim, like on stream, just starting the new hobby, and there's so many good people out there. And I've learned so much, and I've actually gotten a lot of friends through this hobby, and I super appreciate that. So it really is lovely. Everybody's just so nice. Even when they pick on Neon, they're still really nice. Even though Neon may not appreciate it. Let me see. We love you, Neon, you know that. I need XB17 and XB18. Alright, I just want to finish up this leg and then we'll work on the Sugoi drawing. But yeah, roleplay games, welcome. Hope you're having a great day. Due to your name, I have to ask, what kind of roleplay games do you like to play? I've played a lot of D&D, mostly 3.5 and 5th edition. A lot of role-playing video games. Community is great. Of course it is. Forgot how wholesome your streams are? Fine, my name. Go if you have to. Oh, you hate that you have to go. Okay, I thought you were saying you hated how wholesome they were. I was like, geez. No, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Fades to black. Well, I hope you have a great day. Stay safe out there. Have a good dinner. And we'll see you next time. Folks, my name also streams. So go ahead and check them out. Alright, let me see. Alright, Polycap 9. Well, at least these legs are going better than our arm. I feel a little bad about that. But we'll sort it out. Neon, can I ask how old you are? I feel like I've asked you this question a billion times, but I always forget. 'Cause you look so young. And if you don't want to answer, that's fine too. Let me try to cut this a little closer. 21? Nice. Neon Sweet 16? Yeah, I don't think Neon is a day over 21. I know. My god, me too. B is probably like the youngest in this batch. I know he's older than that. I'm just being silly. Alright. Let's put this here. The coolest 2? Yeah. Cross that 2 out. Oh, you're 31. How does it feel? Do you feel any different? To be the big 3-1? I'm getting there. Old. Cute 50-year-old? No way. No way. Alright. I just want to see what this is going to look like. How tall he's going to be. Check that out. 1 leg. Success. You're younger than you? Gotcha. Joe also looks really young, I have to say. I think it's the Gunpla. Preserves you somehow. Okay. Move this. Death Scythe Sugoi Anaki. I feel like I have a lot of freedom with this, but I want to make sure I do it right. Because my question is, you know, is it like the Death Scythe looking happily at its big brother and saying like, oh, Sugoi Anaki, or is Death Scythe the Sugoi Anaki? That's what I want to know. I need some confirmation, please. Before I go any further. You feed off Gunpla life force? Delicious. Delicious plastic. Because you're only as young as you feel. True. Off to bed. Thanks for the stream. Hope you enjoy the rest of it. Zonamad, thank you so much for being here. I know it must be super late for you. Hope you enjoy your night. And take care. You're only old if you want to be old. Death Scythe is the Sugoi Anaki. I can dig that. I can dig that. The plastic absorbs our old age on the skin surface. I have to agree with that one. Okay, so it's been a bit since I've looked at the Death Scythe. Let me see. Still have to take care of our internals, though. Just want to look at... Whoa. Do you folks know there are Gundam Death Scythe Jordan sneakers? That's what's showing up for me. Like, I've seen some of those Dragon Ball shoes. They look really good. You need them? I mean, I can link them in the Discord. I don't know what the heck this website is. Gear Anime? Hopefully it doesn't give you a virus, but here you go. They're expensive. They got the Death Scythe on the toe area. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Yep, never heard of that website, so... View at your own risk. So I build multiple kits to replace parts. There you go. There you go. How am I gonna make this the Sugoi Anaki? Let's see. You would never wear them? How come? They look a little clunky, don't they? I think the Dragon Ball shoes were pretty cool some years ago. They'd stay on your wall on display. Yeah, I mean, how could you make them dirty? That's true. You'd rock those? Sweet. Yeah, I think maybe it was Nike, I can't remember, but they had these really cool Dragon Ball ones. So they had one that was like Cell. I'm trying to remember the other ones. Maybe if they were made from Chucks. Do you enjoy Chucks? You'd wear them one time and someone would scuff them and I'd be in jail. Yep, that'd be like the night that somebody steps on your foot completely. You love Chucks? Huh. The more that you know. Alright, I am dealing with a poor picture here, but we'll try. Let me just make sure this is in a place where you can actually see it without the light getting in the way. I apologize for that. Okay, we got like this little viewing window here. Alright. So this might be a very loose interpretation, if that's okay with you. Grabs popcorn. Ay ay ay. Let's see. Just want to see one more thing here. I want to get a good shot of its face. Not gonna lie, Gundam are a little tough to draw sometimes. I think Panda is really good at drawing them. It's just something about all the edges, you know? Artistic freedom. Well, thanks, I appreciate that. I feel like it would be a good challenge. It is. It is a good challenge. Just want to get a good view of the face. Want to make sure he is recognizable. Well, listen, Neon, I'm not good at drawing people either, so I can't use that excuse. Oh, let's see. Maybe I should turn it this way. Make it more of a portrait. And let's see. It's going to be our very basic shapes first. You tell me if this is still in focus for you. That'd be much appreciated. I almost feel like imagine shoulders but squares, torso but squares, and legs but squares. That's true. That's true. What was I gonna say? I can't even remember now. Oh, when I think of like a cool big brother, I think of one that's like in one of the school gangs, right? Like wearing some kind of coat, flexing some muscles maybe. I definitely want to do like a flexing pose here. Again, this is just our sketch layer, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. No pressure. Just a way to get our idea on the page. Or tablet, rather. I think of Sugoyaniki, I think of Jotaro-esque. Cool? Oh, Jotaro-esque. Gotcha. I see what you're saying. I always appreciate their skirts too. It's gonna have to cut up a little further like that. So you can kind of see where we're going with this, right? Shoulders here are gonna be a little tricky. Especially if I wanted to make them like... Maybe I should make them like this in a flexing pose? Or like this? I don't know. I think I have to make them a little smaller to fit what I want to fit. We'll see. Let's see. Don't let me forget, we gotta do Banana Kid's drawing before we finish today. Alright, there's that. We're definitely gonna do sunglasses for sure. Okay, is this making sense at all for people? Is that a Lego person's head? It is not. This is our rough draft of the Depth Scythe Sugoi Aniki. We're working on it. Just wanted to get a rough sketch out there. Hey, Gugo. Am I reading that right? So Sugoi. Thanks. I'm trying to think of like a flexing pose. Hurrah. Let's see. Like I said, I think I want to have him wear like a little leather jacket. That's his right hand, I think. Thumb should be here. I do see the Lego person, I do. High school uniform jacket, yes. Maybe he'll have both arms down so we could see him. Tough decision. Yeah, Kamipla, that's just a can't talk today, placeholder for now. That head. Gotta go back. Oh, you know what he could be doing? He could be cracking his knuckles. Getting ready for a fight, right? My Sugoyaniki death scythe will meet you after classes are over. Yeah. Beat you up. What? We're condoning violence, that's what we're doing, B. Don't worry about it. Yes, yes, I see it now. Yeah, so like that. Yes. And if that is his right hand, then yeah, his thumb will be hidden from our view. Get a closer look at his face. Hold on. Oh no, that's a GIF. I don't need something that's moving. Alright, so he has this on the top like we did. I always find this shape on Gundams to be interesting too. Does that look accurate at all? So like out of high school, but with Gundams, got it. Yes. That's exactly it, Joe. I'm glad we're on the same page. Yeah, I can't find the right angle. Is this what his V-fin looks like? Kind of lightning bolt-esque. Kind of bends back a little bit. Okay. Good, good. And I always love how they have the beard piece. Okay, his eyes would be under here. Like so. But again, we're gonna put sunglasses on this face. There we go. Now it's a little bit more rounded out like a Gundam. You happy, Kamipla? I want to do like the ching. Hey, it's angry. How are you doing? We're in the middle of an interesting drawing. Folks, if you're not already following Angry, please do. Another wonderful Gunpla streamer. Does some interesting builds. How's it going? Hope you're having a great day. It's Perseus, lad! Oh my word, hello! How are you doing? Folks, if you're not following Perseus, please do. An excellent streamer, excellent Gunpla builder. You know, I still think of your Titan Gundam that you did with the gold stickers. I think that looked so cool. If you can guess what we're making a Sugoi anime, or Sugoi Aniki Death Scythe. It's ready to beat up whoever's teasing his little brother. Interesting sketch so far. But how are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. Are you working today or are you off? So I think it'd be lovely if you were off, and you know, you're the manager, so you can do it. You're alive? I'm fine. It's been an okay day. I think it was definitely nice to hang out and see everybody here. Yeah, we're gonna have the sunglasses here, so not gonna be too worried about face. Wow, this is turning into something for sure. Angry, you have off tomorrow? Might have an actual stream where people could actually watch. Hooray! Yeah, because whenever you stream, it's like 8 in the morning for me. Or, I mean, 2 in the morning, gosh. You're off today, but it's 1 AM. What are you doing awake? Go back to sleep. What are you doing? Just got into work to respond to the alarm. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's very, scary. Hopefully you're okay. Okay, I just wanted to double check. Alright, that's what I thought. The boy's uniform is just the black. Yeah, so we'll get to use the uniform to cover up a lot of detail. Which is fine by me. But of course we'll have the open collar. Perseus, I hope it's going okay. I hope the alarm was a false alarm. I mean, you're here, so I'd assume that things are fine. You know what they say about assuming. It's an electric fault? Oh. That still seems a little bit scary. And, should we make this, like... I'm guessing we'll make this Hulk-esque, where he kind of ripped out of his, school uniform. That's what I'm gonna guess. That way... we can see the arms a little bit better. Don't worry, this probably looks like a mess, but at least I know what's going on. I can see it. It's all coming together. Don't know what to build tomorrow? Well, Angry, I feel like a good thing for you is you have a lot of options. Right now we'll go with our thicker lines. He's a delinquent and the teachers dare not talk to him about his uniform. They're just trying to get him out of school. Heck yes. I can go with this. It's true, but what do? Gundam or some other kind of kit? I mean, that's up to you. I've had my eyes on the Going Merry, which is the ship that they have on, One Piece. Sorry, people are probably sick of me talking about One Piece, but I'm catching up on decades of a show, and it's fun. I enjoy it. There's something very comforting about older anime. There's just something about them that feels so familiar. Dope. Get one. I ordered it. It's gonna take some time to get here. But I did order it. Trust me, you folks will know when it comes. Okay, this is coming along. Anyone else always hungry for pizza? I mean, pizza is a nice... it's a nice, comfort food to have. I think. It's like good for all occasions. Have friends over? Get some pizza. I'm tired and don't want to cook dinner? Go get some pizza. We'll get the scoop on social media when it comes in the second it comes in. Oh yeah. You bet. I love this knuckle cracking action. This will be good. Thank you for the redemption. This is actually a lot of fun. Hey, Papazzato, how you doing? The tricky thing is I'll eat the whole thing. I mean, listen, pizza is there for you. Pizza has never let me down, I don't think. That's not the right place. What have I done? Let me erase this line here real quick. Need to fix this. I don't know what I did. How did this go wrong? Should be here. There we go. Is Death Scythe gonna have a delinquent hat and a leaf in its well? Lack of mouth? I mean, we could stick it in that slit, that's fine. Leaf sticking out of its face vent? Yes. Yes. Well, gotta head out again. Building all secured and stuff, so you're gonna head back to bed. Well, Perseus, job well done. Enjoy the rest of your stream? No. Perseus, I super appreciate you being here. That was a very nice surprise. Despite the reason for the surprise. Hope you're doing well. And actually, Perseus and Joe are going to be doing a collaborative stream together tomorrow, so be sure to check that out. You've had some bad pizza, but New York has $1 slices that are surprisingly good. I mean, New York is the place for pizza. For sure. Alright. So there's our knuckle cracking hands. And it's probably going to look weird because we're going to take away some lines, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and remove that. As long as I don't miss anything, we're looking good. Oh, no! Too far. Okay, not bad, not bad. Oh, that's what that is. It's a little thruster. Okay. And sometimes I wonder to myself if some of these drawings would make more sense to me if it was a kit that I actually made. I don't think that would make too much of a difference, but you never know. Alright, so this skirt is kind of like a bluish gray, at least to my eyes. And don't worry, I'm saving the face for last because that's always the best part. Can you imagine a delinquent Gundam? Do you know how scary that would actually be? That'd be pretty freaky. On the HG, the thrusters and the shoulders are unique in their inner mechanisms. Ooh, how so? Explain that to me, please. Alright. It's kind of like a interesting darkish blue. Oops, that's not what I wanted. But it works. That part up there is going to be white. I should probably have a line here to kind of separate his face from the rest. On the HG, okay. So on the HG, they can limit or give a wider range on the arms when you adjust their angles. That's super interesting. I wonder why they made that choice. Put a line there too. He's got a little red triangle piece that's about there-ish. You also ended up getting a third death scythe. Is that something that you want to use parts for? I think that would be pretty cool. Alright, there's that. Should probably add a— ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Oops. Probably add a couple lines here, just to give it a little bit more detail. Oops. Okay. So you have 4 in the backlog once they come in. 1 to build, 1 to kit bash into its movie version, 1 to build into its upgraded form from the TV. Neat. Didn't even know that there were all kinds of different versions of it, so that's cool. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I get the colors right here. So that's that bluish. Then it's got a yellow stripe. It goes up through there. And that part is white. And don't worry, we'll do some shading. I just want to get the basic colors down for myself first. And as always, what I do is turn off the background color so I can color in the white here without missing anything. So you'll be able to see it again better in a second. Okay. Let's see, I'm making a Sensei Death Scythe Ninja to teach my channel mascot, which is a Ninja Core Gundam with Death Scythe armor. That's really neat. That sounds like a really cool project. Could have sworn I'd already colored this in, but maybe accidentally undid a step. I don't know. Alright, and now we need that nice yellow. Along the edge. Here. Okay. Oops. Let's see. This is a really fun redemption. I know I keep saying that, but I'm excited for how this will look. If anything, we'll get a good laugh. Stepped away for a second. Oh, thanks so much. You're too nice. This will be an interesting one for sure. Right. I must have missed, because I wasn't sure what you were talking about. But I'm happy that now I can be kind of a part of it. Alrighty. Oops. You forgot what it's called, but you got the one with dual katanas. I don't know either. Okay, do that. Hey, it's Yowza. Sengoku Astray. Thanks, Angry. You're always there. Yowza's another excellent builder if you want to go give Yowza a follow. How you doing? We are making the Sugoi Anaki Death Scythe. Gotta get his red beard in there. Doing good, just at work chilling. Nice. That sounds like a good time. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Hope your work is going well. Alright, so there's our basic colors. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add our highlights and our shadows here. Oh, I forgot to do his school uniform. Whoops. Let's go back. Is this making more sense? Because the inside of that was white, was it not? Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright. Check something here. Okay, we're good. Gotta turn off the background again. Okay, whoops. Turn it back on. There we go. Hey, Oh my goodness. Miley, thank you so much for the hydrate. How you doing? And Ian's here too. Thank you very much. I think that was actually the first hydrate of the stream and the first sip that I've actually taken. So I guess having hydrate in there is important. Welcome everybody. Folks, if you're not following Ian, please do. Another wonderful streamer. Gunpla streamer, that is. Has cute cats. We are making the Sugoi Aniki Death Scythe. It's basically high school delinquent death scythe. So hopefully we'll finish this up in a second. I always say a second, but you know, it takes me forever. And that's okay. Yeah, how's everybody's day going? Thank you so much for stopping by to see me. Sugoi? Ah, thank you for the stretch. I will do that in just a second. Super appreciate that too. So we're gonna do sunglasses, and we're gonna do piece of straw in the mouth. Thank you for the stretch. Super appreciate that. Panda, I was talking you up earlier saying that your Gundam drawings always look really good. Thank you for the stretch. Pretty good, just working on a diorama? Nice. What's the diorama of? You were kind of lurking? No worries. Like I said, you have no obligation to be here. I appreciate you popping in and out when you can. But listen, people have lives, people have things to do. I would love to see the latest logo design. For sure. Alright, so I need some darker shades here. And everybody's saying hi to each other, which is always awesome. Alright, let me see. There we go. That way that looks a little bit darker and in the shadow. Oops. There. Ah, it's here. Let's see. Don't forget the green of the camera sensor. Oh, up here, right? Right? On the top? Ah, Panda, that looks so good. That reminds me of, Destiny, maybe? A little bit? That's pretty cool, though. Okay, thanks. Thanks for the reminder. Good call, good call. Something like that. Foot dive? Oh, Doom vibes. Ah. It's legit Dr. Doom with a V-pen. I could see that too. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Now that you say it, you're right. Absolutely right. But yeah, very cool design. I like it a lot. Thanks for sharing that with us. Feeling very liney today, I don't know why. I feel like just scratch all these details on. Sadly, you have to wait to finish it. It's getting swapped. Oh no. Well, I hope that it works out good. Oh, I really appreciate that compliment, but I think Panda stuff is like much more professional. I appreciate it though. You're very, very kind. This stuff is just very out there and silly looking. But I appreciate all the love that it gets, because also it's super fun for me to draw. There we are. You're gonna have a nap? Aw, Panda, well I hope that you feel better. And folks, again, if you're not following Panda, please do. Wonderful artist, wonderful streamer, wonderful Gunpla builder. Have a good nap. Hope you feel better and hope that your next day isn't so rough. Okay. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Panda, thanks for the host. I was startled. I forgot I put that on the same layer. Dang. Oh well. We'll just have to be super careful. What else can we do? Oh no. This weekend starting Friday kickback at the community Discord? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Think of any ideas of things you might be wanting to do or watch this weekend. Okay. I'll definitely think. Alright. So, let me see. On that gold, we also need to do a bit of a highlight here on the top, middle, top. I think that's looking pretty decent. I think we're ready for the cool additions. So let's do... I hope you could see it from where you're at. There's the sunglasses, which I think I'll give a very thin outline so that they pop out a little bit more. Oops. Redo. Maybe it looks best from this side. Let me try. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. There's our sunglasses. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we'll take a look. Thanks, Jill. Now that piece of straw, I guess, can be kind of hanging down like that, right? Does this look right? Are we doing it right? Let's pick a background color. It's death scythe, so maybe we should do... Never saw the iPad was such... Never knew the iPad was such a capable drawing iPad. Yeah, I can show you like more serious drawings that we've done if you wish. Thinking of brown. Yeah, like a darker brown like this. Because then I'm thinking what we could do. Let's try to do... Need to get better at them, but basically like the little... starry shapes. Sugoi sparkles, yes. Oh, less lighting in the back of the school. We could try to make it into like a brick wall. We could do that. Oops. Yeah, and I mean, you know, this is, I think this is a program that comes with it called Procreate. And I don't even know, like, all the tools that you can use on it, so I'm sure that there's a lot more that you could actually do. Alright. Let me see, actually, let's explore. Because I feel like there has to be a texture for a brick building. Industrial. Concrete block. It's on a new layer, so we could try this. Oh, it's like barely showing. Let's undo. Let's do a lighter color. Don't know if that made it better or worse. Actually, I have a bunch of holes in this picture. Oh, silly me. Ah, no. Okay. Supposed to be where the tears are in his shirt. There. Okay. You dig it? Nice. You gave the wall texture? Okay. Yeah, so we'll go back. Maybe I could make it a little bit smaller. It might be a bit too small. And if I could pull this off, maybe I can very carefully... Yeah, I think we can make this work. Bear with me for a second. Let me know if you want to keep this or if we should get rid of it. I thought we could try to do a little bit of a brick pattern. Yes. Ah. Now I feel bad that I didn't make his legs. We'll have to imagine they're there. Unless I draw them in like super quick. Let's see. I think... Notice how I always say super quick and everything's like at a snail's pace. I think it'll just be better if he has legs. You know what I mean? Quick as a slow jog. Yes. That's why I said, I don't know. Everything takes me forever. But that's okay. Because I enjoy it. There. Space will definitely be darker. Yeah, see? No regrets. No regrets. Gotta have legs. Yeah, now he's ready. He's ready to kick some... I don't know who, but someone's butt. Thank you for that redemption. That was a pretty fun one. The heck time is it? Okay. I still have like an hour. Good. But Bromad, if you're still here... Yeah, Leo, but is this guy gonna break kneecaps? I think so. This is our Sugoi, Aniki, Death Scythe. But Bromad, if you're still here, like here's something that I made that took a little bit more time. Here's one of my favorites. Oops. It's a drawing from Odd Taxi, which I absolutely loved. And my admin Toad, which was fun. But yeah, I mean, if you have a tablet, an iPad, definitely feel free to try Procreate. I think it's a good program. Thanks, Dope. Thanks, Obtuse. So let's zoom out. Hey, we were building, remember? Yeah, we gotta check out Joe's stuff in here. Ah, and Ian put something here too with some structure. Let's see. Those are such cool buildings, and look at that damage there. Where'd you get those? Just drawing stream. I know, that should be like the thing for me, right? Ay, ay, ay. And here's Joe's hexadecimal kit bash. It looks so good, Joe. Absolutely love the detail here and how it's like a thinner kit. I don't know, it just adds some agility to it. And how'd you get these on here? Were those decals? Did you borrow those from another kit? That thing is so scary. But I think you captured its essence well. Such a cool kit, Joe. That is an important question. Does the mask swap? It's a pretty good question. Alright. That's right, so we finished a leg. Now we have to work on the other one. It's a magnet for the mask to be held, and on her face. But it's not a perfect alignment. That's still really good effort, I think. That's awesome. Guess what? We get to turn the page. How exciting! Wait. What is that? Oh. Of course, it's the heavy arms. It needs more ammo and crap. I have to find the D. Hold on. D... Nope. Haha, here we go. Heavy arms is appropriately named, yes. Joe, I did not. I haven't taken any extra time to, like, figure it out, so I'm not gonna bother on stream. I'm just gonna keep trucking with this. And I'm hoping that, this week, probably tonight, I can take a closer look at it. I worry that I may have messed with stuff too much and, like, damaged it, but we'll see. I appreciate you asking. We'll figure it out. I'm just very silly sometimes when it comes to building. There are things that are, like, right in front of my face that I just don't understand. So there's that. I actually had an idea, Joe, for a kit bash, and I'd love to get your thoughts on it. So I will probably message you later, if that sounds good. Yeah, I would like to try. And I have an idea. I don't know how possible it is, but we'll see. I hope I didn't cut off too much of that. Do you think that was too much? It's kind of hard to tell. Can you join in? I mean, sure. Yeah, we can make like a little group chat if you'd like. Like I said, I've never done one before, so I'm looking for advice. Okay. Wait. Ah. So this will slot in here. Interesting. Okay. Then we need F. Rev up those tools. Okay. F17. And I feel like when I put the chest together, I think I may have put some of these in the wrong way. I don't really know how much that matters. It's just basically where like the little, I don't even know what you would call those, divots or dials are facing. I don't think it was the biggest deal. I could be wrong. This seems pretty self-explanatory, just one way, in terms of how that shape will actually fit. Let's do it for that side too. That was a nice snap. And D3. Okay. Three. XB. Which I know we just had. Here we go. $32. Okay. I'm always worried I'm gonna cut off way too much, but we're good. So it wants that little piece facing out. And we're gonna put this here. Perfect. Attach it to D2. Up here. I feel like this kit should just be called, like, the Pocket Gundam. Because it has so many compartments that open up. So many little hidden places for weapons. I want to see this in action in the anime. Because I actually have not seen which show this one is from. Just 13. Got revved up to play some Sims 4, so you're gonna lurk. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for the raid. Again, folks, if you're not already following Zao, please do. Wonderful streamer, wonderful supporter of the channel, excellent Gunpla builder. Super looking forward to talking to you some more. Super appreciate you stopping by. It needs a pair of cargo shorts. I agree. I think that would be good. So Joe, how are you after your vacation? I hope you're not too sad to go back to work. I definitely know what that can feel like. It's like that work after vacation depression. Can't wait to talk shop. Nice. Yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, we'll put this here. It was rough. Feels like you never left. Ugh. Was there like just so much stuff that you could see was wrong or like not done? And it's like, ah, I never should have left. Alright, so I don't know how well you could see that. Doop. Doop. Go. And then we have to do that again, it looks like. So this was 7-9. Oh, it's gonna go on the top of here. There we go. Fancy. I kind of wish there was something in here, though. It seems a bit odd that it's just gray. That's okay. We digress. At least I was inspired more so to build from reading a manga / light novel synopsis. Please share. That sounds really cool. Okay, D13. Our XB33. So the kit that you're building is from Gundam Wing, which was followed by its movie, which is followed by this light novel. Did not know. I should have known, but I did not know that there were Gundam light novels. That's interesting to me. D1. Cool. See, and the mobile suits in the light novel are only a few are shown, some are still not ever seen. So I saw people build their own versions of what they think it looks like. Neat. That is pretty cool. So was there one that you are thinking of in particular? XB31. Alright, I'm feeling better about this kit now. That we're actually getting some more pieces onto it. And I don't... Does this have weapons? I mean, I feel like its whole body is a weapon, so I don't know if it has more than that. Okay. I think that's the way we want that. Potential Death Scythe variant looked interesting. That's really cool, Joe. Oh god. I scared myself. Let's see. This should fit on there. Did I jinx myself? Did I put this on backwards? Heavy Arms has guns in the chest, head, its Gatling gun, the missile pods, right. Yeah, we definitely want the lower compartment down there. Did I put something on backwards? Let's find out. Mazinger custom build? That would be pretty neat too. See, that seems backwards to me. Looks like they have the smaller piece on the top. That seemed backwards to anybody else. I mean, it still works, but it's not exactly what the booklet is showing me. Unless I just did these parts the wrong way. Let me try to swap them, maybe. Maybe that'll do the trick. There we go. Simple, simple fix. Wow. This is gonna be, like, quite the monstrosity when we finally get it all together. In a good way. Alright, I'm gonna say let's work on the left leg for a little bit. And then we have to do the drawing for Banana. And then I think we'll be good to go for the night. Are the arms heavy? I mean, I think those legs are like packing more than the arms. You could see here, there's like all these missile compartments. See? That would be so cool to paint too. Do like metal in there. Would really make everything pop. I have not done, like I've only done like accent painting after I've already built something. I haven't done like a soft build yet. That's a little intimidating to me for whatever reason. Interesting. Out of Gunpla or its own kit but customized? I would guess its own kit but customized, but I could be wrong. Custom. List of potential kits that would work. Neat. So I think it's gonna go back there. Whoops. If I can make it work. Nope. Can't make it work, so I'm gonna move on to this one. Guess I had that on the wrong side. There. Okay. We need the F's again. Which I think are in this pile. Nope. So I hope everybody is taking care of themselves. Ian, thank you for the hydrate. I was just thinking of that myself. Yeah, I hope it's not too hot where you're at. Hope that you have some nice dinner or a nice meal. And that things are just relaxing. As they should be. No problem. Ice cream. Ah, nice. What's your favorite ice cream? Ice cream is always a good time. It's hot. Oh no. I hope you're somewhere staying cool. The heat is the worst. Caramel. Mmm. That sounds good. I love cookies and cream. That's like my go-to. I also like coffee ice cream. You know what? Pretty much any ice cream is a good ice cream. Ooh. I know. Alright, so this will be on the left. I gotta clean that up. Feel bad that I leave so many nubs behind. That's definitely something I have to get better with. That's better. All right. I actually like these legs a lot. You love coffee ice cream? Heck yes. Heck yes. Oh, wait. Oh no, I forgot the knee piece last time. Oh no, I didn't. It's right there. Oh, I'm being a fool. It's a good thing we're gonna be stopping kinda soon. Let's see. Alright, B20 and B16. That means we're almost done with some runners too. Which is nice. It's always a good sign. So, Obtuse, if you're still around, do you think this Friday would work for you? For your redemption? You should choose something for me to build tomorrow. Angry, what are your options? Give me some of your, like, top picks and I'll help you choose. There we are. Let's see. F39. Post backlog? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Is your whole backlog gonna fit in one picture? That's what I'm wondering. That's not the right way. This piece throws me off, and I'll tell you why. Because it has 2 holes there, but there's only like 1 peg here, so I'm not sure what's up with that. I feel like it should be this way. Got it to go last time. Nope, nope, I have it upside down. There we go. Other way. There we go. B5 and B9. Sorry, I'm like very much in the zone. Just enjoying making this leg. Actually having things work. Go. I think I already used up 17 and 18 on this one. Yep. The oblique zone. Kind of sounds like the ozone. Which I guess works, but is also not good. Well, I take that back. The holes in the ozone are not good. The ozone, though, it's good. How you doing, B? Did you grab some dinner? What do I do with my used runners? I keep them in a box. I have not gotten rid of any of the boxes for my kits yet. I actually filled a big cardboard box to put downstairs of some of my boxes. What do you do with them? You're folding laundry? Joe, do you want some? I can gladly send them over to you. Found them. You put them in the recycling. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever want to do the thing that I had talked about seeing a video for a long time ago, where the person, like, had the Tamiya cement where they would cut up the runner into pieces and, like, create a paste to get rid of, like, seam lines and stuff. That seems really interesting, but also really hard. So, I don't know. Like, it's something in the back of my mind that I'm like, maybe someday, you know, but am I gonna do it? Probably not. Probably not. Keep the clear runners for your LED models. That's neat. And B, I feel like you're always doing laundry. But you know what? I am too. I have to wash my clothes a bit sometimes, based on what's going on throughout the day. Keep the clear... Oh yeah, we already got that, sorry. Alright. I can attach this. We're so much closer to an actual complete kit, which will be exciting. Friend melts them with Tommy's cement to make a color cement to get rid of seam lines. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's the video that I saw of someone doing that, and I thought it was amazing. Like, the way it came out looked really good, but it's so much effort. It's so much work. Okay, there's that. Another friend made a phone case out of a runner? That's awesome. You have some cool friends. Some really creative ones. It's really, really neat. That is sick. I would love to see a picture of that. Whoops, I gotta think. We're on the left side now. So it's gonna be this way. Go. He said it was a bad idea because it snapped very quickly after he got it to work. Oh, that's a shame. I'm thinking maybe if he, like, did some kind of design with the runner or, like, melted it together and then did it in an epoxy that was, like, in a mold of the phone case, maybe that would work better. It might look kind of tacky, but, I mean, it's a good effort, for sure. Seen a pic of someone made a huge RX-78 out of runners? No way. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. It was like a work of art. Oh, I'm sure. That's pretty sweet. There. Okay. D4. I need my other XB here. Okay. Speed 31 with D4. I really like this effect. I think it's pretty neat. I have not seen a kit do this kind of thing yet. And that's why I'm not really hesitant to try any kit, because I feel like no matter what, there might be something interesting you can find out of it, and then hey, if you don't like it, then you'll know kind of what to avoid in the future. That's how I've treated, like, job experiences and stuff in my life too, is like, even if it wasn't my cup of tea, I at least learned what worked for me and what didn't work for me. Okay, so we want that up here. Hey, Corin, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Or a great evening, wherever you are. We are working on the MG Heavy Arms. Been working on it for a little bit, but that's okay. Just taking our time with it. Doing well. How are you? I'm doing good. We did some interesting art today so far. We've gotten some progress done on this kit. So as you can see, I still have to work on that arm. But we got all this together. I just love all the compartments this has. And then we got this leg here on the waist. So we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I think we'll wrap up. Yeah, I hope you've been having a good day. If you've been working on anything, what have you been working on? Alright, there's that. Just finished the MG REGZ. I have not heard of that. That sounds neat though. If you have pictures, you can definitely link them there or in the Discord, feel free. Let me look that up. Ooh. I like the purple on there. If I'm looking at the right thing. Oh my goodness. Bad Gunpla with the rate of 11. How are you doing? Dokudel, hey. Thick Gunpla, hello. How are you all doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Bad Gunpla, thank you so much for the raid. I super appreciate that. What kit were you working on? Oh my goodness, thank you for the follow, Thick Gunpla. And Bad Gunpla, super appreciate you. Oh my word. How you doing? My name's Oblique. I've been making Gunpla since early November, so I'm still a little bit novice. This is my second master grade. It's kind of in pieces, but that's okay. If you want to see other stuff that I've done before, you can check out my Instagram. I've only done like really a handful of kits. I like to do some modification to them, so we had a Nobel Gundam that we made into a Pride Gundam. It had rainbow hair and like rainbow accents on the arms and glitter. I had an Evangelion that I did some panel lining on and painting. We had a Zaku 2 that I did some white panel lining on, and the weapons on that one I was pretty proud of. But hey, how's it going? That's fun. Nice. You got this? Thank you so much. And please feel free to join the Discord if you want to share whatever you've been working on. You were working on a new video and Doku vouched for you. Doku. Thank you so much. I'm sure all the folks here already do follow Dokudel, but if not, please do. Because Dokudel is also an awesome streamer. Streaming sports. Dokudel, what were you playing? Yeah, I don't know how many of you in chat have made the heavy arms before. Oh my goodness. Ash VT, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Hi, Hard Lily. I hope I said that correctly. Please let me know if I didn't. And Ash, what were you working on? Please go give Ash a follow. Oh my word. Muse Dash, what is that? Let me see. Muse Dash, but welcome, welcome. Ooh, this looks cute. What is it? Whoa, it's so colorful. Oh my gosh. My guess is it's a rhythm game. Is it? It is a rhythm game. Nice. Very cool. Is that just fine? Sweet. Dokudel, you entered a battery car Tamiya contest and filmed the event. I have to see. That's super awesome. Dora suggested I raid you? Aw, Dora's too sweet. And Dora's here too. Link, welcome back. It was actually Dora that gave me this kit long ago. This was actually my kit in celebration of 200 followers. I took a long hiatus from it because we got distracted with other stuff. But this was my Rocket Man. We dressed up as Elton John, did some karaoke, built this guy. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, welcome Raiders. How you doing? Oh yeah, and also Dokudel, did you win? That's important to know. Our heavy arms is kind of in pieces, but that's okay. Look at Look at all the pockets and compartments. Look here. It's amazing, isn't it? Lemons is here too. Oh my gosh. Welcome, Lemons. How you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Are you working? You won 2nd place. Nice. If you want to see it, you can look at the VOD, play like the last 5 minutes. Definitely will. Thank you so much. And AshVT, thank you so much for the follow. Super appreciate it. Super appreciate the raid. So I'm guessing you're also a VTuber, if it's VT? Or is that silly to say? Joe, where did you get those emotes? I've been a huge, like, One Piece person lately. Doing well, and yes, I am working. Shh. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Let's see. Let's look at the drawing we did. Guy has a bunch. Sweet. Hi, Taya. How you doing? And also Link, hope you're doing well. So we made, this is our, sorry for the lights, Sugoi Aniki Death Scythe. He's ready to beat somebody up after school. He needs his limbs if he's gonna work the trapeze. This is true. This is true. Don't know if people have seen my art recently, but we had a stand from... Oh, Dokdel, thank you so much for the host. Super appreciate it. We had a stand. This is the Golden Experience Requiem, I think, from JoJo. Edge Scythe. Love it. Thank you. Yeah, because if you spend enough channel points, you can request a doodle redemption. So that's what these are. We had an Irish Togepi. We had a fish in a fish tank. Get it? This was our King Cruel on vacation. And I sometimes do just drawing streams. Here was a Master Asia for the Gunpla fans out there, G Gundam. And sometimes I have just drawing streams where I do whatever I want. So I drew this picture from Odd Taxi. Love the show. It's a great anime, probably like my top of the season. Dokadel, draw you! Okay, we will do that. Doing good. Working on the HD Gundam MK3. Neat. And Vin is here too. Oh my word. Everyone is here. Vin, how are you doing? What are you building lately? Dokdal, I feel like I'm going to do a bad job. I'm not very good at drawing people. Did you know this? Okay. Let me push some of the stuff to the side. But yeah, I'm enjoying this build. I don't know if other people in the chat have made it. I messed up an arm. I gotta fix it. We will fix it. You need a break to open your HD Easy 8. Huh. You can draw me anime. I could try. It's a fantastic kit. Nice. Yeah, it was great to hear. Yeah, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me. Pretty excited because we have another game redemption. Obtuse Dino redeemed 50,000 points to choose my next game, and it's gonna be something from the Frog Detective series, which I have not played yet, so I'm super excited for that. Let's see. Dokadel. Whoops. I can't wait to see your VOD too. That sounds super cool. Cool. Let's see. Just trying to kind of look at a reference here. I have to pull this into a separate window. Sorry, give me a second. See how your drawings get even better? Aw, thanks, Vin. Yeah, I mean, when you practice something enough, it does get better. And I didn't, like, go to school for it or anything. It's just something I've always kind of done, you know, on the side. So I appreciate that very much. Working on the HD the next few nights before you get into a big paint project on the MG wing for build contest for another streamer. Nice. Gonna try to paint the wing with a titanium finish look to it. What kind of paints are you gonna be using? Is it gonna be airbrush? Is it gonna be acrylic? I've only worked with acrylic. I have not had the chance to do airbrushing yet. Which we were just talking about. Let's see. What am I going to have you doing in this drawing, Dokdal? And please don't take offense if I screwed up completely. Sorry. Like I said, people are not my forte yet. I'm actually going to do... There we go. That's what I need. Airbrushing is an investment and learning curve. Yeah, definitely. For sure. Oh, you can airbrush with acrylic paint. Is that what you were doing before with that, like, marker spraying thing you had? You're not great at it? Okay. You can pose them next to your SD Mazinger Z. I don't know what that other one is. Gao Gagar? Gao Gagar? Alright. I think we'll have it like this for now. Do you ever do a thumbs up, Doku? I don't know if that's your style. Plus hands are difficult to draw, so maybe I should not add that challenge for myself. And that is a-okay. Airbrush and all lacquer-based paints, mostly alclad with some SMS, Gaia notes, and Mr. Hobby as well. Gonna be painting a few spoons, so you can pick your colors first. I love that spoon technique. I've not had the opportunity to use it yet. Any paint can be airbrushed, just needs to thin properly. Marker thing is its own device. Gotcha. Interesting. See, and this is why I like talking to other folks in the hobby, because they always have wonderful and interesting ideas. I really enjoy your headphones, Dokudel, so that's why I'm doing it this way. So I can add your headphones. Because they are cute. I'm going to post a few pics in the Discord. Ah, yes, thank you. Please do. I'd love to see that. I love how you agree. Just, yeah. Yeah, how's everybody's day going? Alright. So for those who have not seen Dokudel, they have these really great pink headphones with kitty cat ears on them. What's your favorite anime, if you have one, Dokdel? And everybody in chat, what's your favorite anime? What have you been watching recently? Supposed pics? Okay. Let's take a look. Favorite anime is definitely Cowboy Bebop. It's classic. It's classic. Let's see. So we had Jar Inferno's hexadecimal kit bash, which I thought was excellent. Ah, Corin, thank you for that. That looks so good. I like that a lot, and I love the pose outside, too. Gotta love those outdoor pics. Ah. I have a question for you. What does this, like, actually roll? Does it move if you push it? Oakdale, you have a DeviantArt? I love this too. I gotta get my hands on that kit sometime. Tracks on the gun tank do move. Cool. Here's some Doku references. Let's see. See you in Space Cowboy. Yep. See you next time, Space Cowboy. I can't remember. Aw. You look so happy. That's awesome. What was your favorite thing to cosplay? 40 individual links per side? Wow. That's a lot. Holy smokes, that's a lot. Okay, you might not be able to see where things are, but I can, which is what matters to me at the moment. Let's see. And I do not want to mess up your face. That's for sure. Okay, let's see. Favorite anime is Sailor Moon and Tenjo Tenji. Okay, favorite cosplay is Undetermined. Both great choices. I don't think I've seen Tenji. The name sounds familiar, but I can't recall. Favorite anime for me is very hard to pick, but I do have some top choices per category. Like sports anime versus slice of life and things like that. Still gonna play Samurai Pizza Cats. Absolutely. Never done any anime cosplay, only cosplay you've done are OCs for Haunted House. Ooh, that sounds cool. It's boobs, martial arts, HS, and more boobs. I mean, that is a lot of anime. Alright. Here comes a hard part. The face. Not to say that there's anything wrong with your face. It's to say that sometimes I'm not great at it. I'm trying to think of how cartoony to make you. Hmm. See something here real quick. Are we getting your likeness? Let's see. Do you have dimples? That's a good question. It's like all for your interests. Nice, Papazaddle, nice. You silly. Let's see. Just do little lines like that. And let's see. Whoops. Grabbing a leg by accident. I'd like to give you like some nice, friendly, expressive eyes, but nothing too scary looking. Because I already feel like that looks kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Let's fix that. Unfortunately, there's no refunding your channel points, I'm sorry. Well, let's see. We could. We could. Just make it easy and have your eyes closed. Got isekai'd into a drawing in the owner builds Gunpla. I know. It's shaping up to be really good. Oh, gosh. Thanks so much. Well, especially for an impromptu drawing of someone. I don't want to insult them. Joe, I think yours came out like... okay. I feel like I'm gonna have to have a specific binder that's just like Twitch portraits. Second arc got sent off into the medieval world. Oh gosh. Good luck to you on that one. Let me see. I feel like I dig it. Nice. Your hair. should still be here, I would think. Because you have it tied back a lot for stream, but it could still be here. You know? On the side like that. Oops. Not bad for a sketch. That's what I'm gonna tell myself anyway. Let's see. Honestly, from just the smile, you already thought it was Doku. No way, Joe. No way. You're just flattering me now, which I appreciate. Oh, I know why I left that line. Whoops. Okay, we got this. Alright, so let's do some color. I don't know about you folks, but it is raining out here again. It has been raining so much lately. I personally find the rain to be relaxing. But if it's too much, it could be too much. It would be hard to get skin tones. Let me try. This is just our first layer. We'll add some more shading as we go along. You're in bed naked eating Chinese food. What kind of Chinese food do you have? My favorite is beef and broccoli. It's always a go-to for me. Actually, I feel like maybe this was a little bit... Well, we can play with it. We can play with it. Chicken lo mein, basic. No. You're fine. No rain today, just hot and super humid. Well, hopefully, maybe some rain would relieve that for you. Gotta be careful with my shading here, I think. What I want to do is try to add some Said anime, right? So we could do this. Right? Is that how they usually do? With the ooh-woo? Daniel Gamer, thanks so much for the host. Super appreciate that. Let's go back to this layer. Still think skin here might be a little bit too dark. Might be hard for you to see at home. But I can see it, so I'm going to try it again. I don't want to make you too pale either. You know what? Taking it back. Taking it back. We're just going to leave it how it was. I am drawing Dokudel. With their pink headphones. Which are absolutely adorable. It's very light whitish there. Gotta get the gray. All right. So proud of you. Oh my gosh. You're gonna make me blush. Stop. I appreciate it. No, like I said, it is tough for me to draw people, I'm not gonna lie. I really appreciate that. If you're not, like, taking offense, you know? Did you see our drawings of Joe and I from last weekend? As Gunpla buddies? I'm gonna do lines here to kind of replicate the goodness of headphones, you know? That nice feel that they have. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll show you again. We'll add some color to your hair too. Yeah, something I have not really mastered is like the chibi style. Something I will work towards eventually. The one and only Joe Inferno, I know. Honestly, I think the headphones are what give it away here. And to me it looks like you may have, I could be wrong, but maybe like some slightly brown highlights? We will draw you anime next time. Really? Oh my goodness, I'd be honored. I did not know that you also draw. Did you draw your profile pic for Twitch? Because that's really cool. Good trouble, always. Oh, wait. Bacon, what did you do? What's your favorite color, Dokudel? I could guess pink, but I could be very wrong. Bleak is going to draw you next in a quarter, trying to put string on a billboard, trying to connect all the dots. Oh, yeah. We could make a meme of that for sure. Extra farcia. Ooh. What? For me? For me? Bacon. I don't know what you mean. Is that something for real? Or are you just pulling my leg? The one you drew is your icon with pink border. Yes. Yeah, I figured you drew your, like actual Twitch profile picture. Blue, you say? Whoops. Background, where did you go? Oh my word. Okay. I feel like that. That's a good blue. That's a good blue. One thing you forgot to mention about those MGs is that you painted all the pilot figures. How? They are so tiny. How did you do that? That's pretty incredible. Those folks in there are so tiny. Okay. So there is our finished Dokudel. Voila. Here was our Sugoi Anaki Death Scythe. Taya is a psycho. I've not heard that. Yep, that's for real. Can't send you things, but I can buy them for you without your approval. Bacon. Bacon. Okay, we're gonna have to talk about that. Message me, please. I super appreciate you. You're a wonderful person. I have never had someone try to gift me something so bad in my life. You're very lovely. Yeah, go ahead. Make a man of me. Just stay in the corner. We will, sometime. Not a psychic, just OCD. Meme out it. Yes. And then, what was I gonna show you? Oh yeah, me and Joe. As Gunpla buddies. Don't try to draw plaid, it's really hard. You're in trouble? With me? Yeah. You bet. You bet. See, that was my, like, disapproving growl. Grr. Did you... No, I closed a snip. I closed a snip. Oops. There's my cowboy crab. Yeehaw! How's it going, Bleep? Folks, if you're not already following Bleep, please do. Wonderful streamer, wonderful person. Alright. Thank you, Dokudel, for the drawing. Thanks, folks, for hanging out with me. That's a Western dwebble. It's the best dwebble in the West if I ever did see one. I'm sorry for anybody who lives in the South. Sorry for my accent. Okay. This wonderful, wonderful Heavy Arms MG will one day be finished. I swear to you. We have a leg with compartments. We have another leg we're working on with more compartments here that we have not finished yet. This is what we have so far. I need to fix this arm still, which I will. Let's see. I'm in the southeast and surrounded by that accent. You're welcome. But folks, thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was just going to be a very casual day, but oh my word, like, so many people stopped by. and raided us, so super appreciate that. So we got a raid from Ash VT. We got a raid from, whoopsie, Bad Gunpla. I casually got a lot done. That is true. That is true. I will hydrate and I will stretch. Thank you, David. We got a raid from Zhao. We got a raid from Marvo, which is awesome. Meeting all these new folks, which is super fun. And a raid from Kamikwa. Super appreciate it. Super duper appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the support. And, oh, thank you for the posture check also. So let me hydrate, let me stretch, let me do a posture check, and then we'll talk about some news items. Okay. Thank you for the stretch. Super appreciate it. Alright. So, news items. Number one, I've talked about it before, but in case anybody missed, in celebration, see Angry, thanks so much. In celebration of 300 follows, we're going to have a 12-hour stream where I'm going to be dressed up as Bob Ross, hair and all. We're going to be drawing all the doodle redemptions that we've had so far on one canvas, kind of as a mural. I'm going to try to do as many as I can, but we have over 100. I've done 12-hour streams before, but I don't know if I can get 100 little characters in this picture. We'll see. I'm going to try to think of a way that they can all be like interacting with each other, you know? It'll be interesting. We've had some really weird ones over time, so we'll see. Weird in a good way, I mean. Also, Obtuse Dino redeemed my next game, which is... Where did it go? It was from... Yes, The Haunted Island, a frog detective game. So I'm thinking the earliest I can start playing that is going to be this Friday after work, so probably around like 5:30 or 6 p.m. EST. So I will announce it in the Discord, which if you are not part of the Discord, please feel free to join. Also, if you want to see other stuff, drawings, and Gunpla that I've done on Instagram, you can check that out too. But yeah, I will announce that and I'll throw it in the schedule also on Twitch. Thank you so much for the follows. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Dokdell, I tried to up the points for doodles and there was like a riot. There were 3 people who were so upset. There is a time limit on it, so I might have to up the time limit because sometimes I get so caught up in the drawing that it's not a doodle anymore. It just takes its own form and takes a while. Frog detecting, I know, I'm super excited because I have not played one of those yet. But folks, thank you so much for joining me. And let's find another crafter to raid. Mega Doodle. Absolutely. Let me see. Thank you for the stream. Awesome as always. Joe, you're awesome as always. Thank you so much. Look forward to talking to you about some kit bashing ideas too. You and Zhao. Super appreciate it. You can make the doodle just black and white. Ooh, and color from our points. That's a good idea. That's an interesting idea. Hi and bye, the Bleepcast. Trying to think who we should raid. You know... Jose is on. Doing the RG new Gundam. Panel lining. I don't know if we've had a chance to raid Jose yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Folks, thank you so much. Oops. If I can use the computer, right? Alright. Let's go pay Jose a visit. Jose is very nice. I hope you all have a great night. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Super appreciate it. Oh my god, there's so many people! Okay. See ya! Have a good night! Thanks, Dokdell. Thanks, Daniel. We've been obliqued, I guess. I don't want to steal that saying, but I have no saying yet. Good night. Good night. I'll message you later, Bacon. I want to say something in like a toad voice. Kaisek, thank you so much for the follow. Super appreciate that. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no, a raid. Alright, let's go. See y'all. Have a good one.